4 down! He's a freak!
Fuck, where were you?
One jumping me, one jumping you. Oh my god.
Hey, friendly!
Hey, where your friends are, you little freak.
I could get a kill right here.
Treating you. Ah.
You see that shit? See that shit? I am going dummy mode, Lithium.
Oh my god!
For the longest time in Verdansk, there was truly only one top dog meta SMG, that being the MP5. Now, with the Black Ops Cold War integration in Warzone, there appears to be a new contender for the top spot. That's the Mac-10. For the better or for the worse, who knows? Time will tell. But this thing really does, in my opinion, pretty much kill the MP5. I mean, it's got the accuracy of the MP7 and the damage of the MP5. Plus, it's got the mobility of the Uzi. So it really feels like the best of every SMG packed into one gun. This thing feels like it's pack-a-punched. I mean, makes sense, right? It's coming from Black Ops. So what I want to talk about today with the Mac-10 is the best class setup. It's what I want to talk about. So let's just dive right into the gunsmith. Now, first things first, I want to let you guys know, with the integration from Cold War, there's a lot of attachments that become somewhat irrelevant or completely irrelevant, if you will. So let's check those out. So here we have the Mac-10, and this is my preferred build, but I'm going to show you guys an alternative way to build it as well. All right, for useless attachments, I just want to show you guys real quick any grip or any wrap that gives you the drop shot ability is pretty much useless, because with the Modern Warfare Warzone engine, you can drop shot with any gun without an attachment, including the Black Ops Cold War weapons, which is not the same in Cold War, so pay attention to that. Also, a lot of the recoil reducing attachments like the muzzle brake and some of that other stuff seem to not be as effective as they are in Black Ops, so maybe just stick with a grip, you know, a foregrip, and that's all you need. Another thing to note is that attachments like no stock don't affect your mobility, and they don't affect your ADS, and they also don't affect your accuracy. So they're a little bit different with these Black Ops guns. So this is the way you build it, guys. And this is the build that I tested in various plunder matches, Warzone matches, and yeah, I found out this is the sweet spot. I'm gonna tell you why in a sec. So we have the agency suppressor. This is for sound suppression damage range. It's basically the monolithic suppressor of this game, and it's just the best attachment. Just the best attachment, we all know that. So no further info needed. Now, this is where it gets kind of tricky. You're gonna fall for a trap here, most of you guys. I know you're gonna go for either the reinforced heavy or the task force barrel, because look at those cons, because look at those pros. All right, we have damage range and bullet velocity, and on this one we have damage range and bullet velocity. But here's the catch. Here's the catch. The way that the damage range is increased, especially on the SMGs or a lot of the guns from Black Ops, it only does about a 3 to 5% increase in range. And with an SMG, what's the point? You're taking all these cons for no reason. So the one thing we want to focus on instead of range is bullet velocity, because the bullet velocity on the Black Ops guns are about half of that of the Modern Warfare guns. So we need to get that range, we need to get that bullet velocity right back up there to compete. And the best way to do that is to max out the bullet velocity. We have the first attachment, lowest bullet velocity besides no barrel. We have the second attachment, which second highest bullet velocity, you guessed it. And the third attachment with bullet velocity increase has the most bullet velocity. So the Ranger barrel is going to get you those kills. It's going to make you feel like you're snappier with your bullet reg. range, it's going to feel like you're actually killing them faster, which in certain cases you are. So we want the Ranger barrel. This brings the bullet velocity upwards of 700 to 800 feet per second, I believe, or whatever the value is, but it's more than the MP5 base. So it's competing with the MW guns like this. Next attachment is the GRU 5MW laser. If you want a little more ADS speed back, you can either take this off altogether and go with a no stock, or you can go with a steady aim laser. But the most accurate hip fire is this laser. And one reason why hip fire is key with this weapon is because there's an open bolt delay, like the Uzi. So it doesn't fire right away. It does take just a fraction of a time to get the first bullet out of the chamber. So if you can hip fire and get the kill, you're going to have even greater advantage in those gunfights. So the GRU 5M laser. Next, we have the foregrip. This is just the most low-key grip that does horizontal recoil, no cons. I don't think you need to control vertical recoil that much on this gun, so horizontal recoil only for me. Last but not least, the Salvo 53 round fast mag. This is a beast of a mag. Only one con is ADS. The rest of the pros are just fantastic, especially when you're spawning in on your loadout from a buyback or from a goosh. You don't really have to use fully loaded perk, which I don't even think gun perks exist. So this is the closest thing you're going to get to fully loaded on this gun, which is awesome. This is the setup, guys. This is the main setup. Now, if you want to go crackhead mode, you can take the suppressor off, show up on the radar, and go with the no stock. Or if you're looking for ADS kills only, you're not trying to hip fire too much, take off the GRU and go with the no stock. Or the wire stock, but the no stock gives you the snappiest sprint to fire, which will kind of seemingly affect your ADS speed as well, but only when you're coming off of a sprint. So, yeah, that's awesome. So those are a few ways to build a gun, but you must use the Ranger barrel and you must use the 53 round fast mag, in my opinion. Everything else is kind of up to your interpretation, but there's a class setup, guys. And what we're going to do next, we're going to roll those. Hey, Big Peepee Man, 6969 YouTube. How are you? What is that little boat over there? I want to go to that boat. Fuck, what's the boat map that everybody loves from BO2?
Hijacked?
Yeah, hijacked. Is that boat hijacked?
No shot.
We missed Nova 6, so I'm gonna go harbor.
Oh, I didn't see hijacked. I didn't look.
I don't think it is, but I'm just gonna pretend it is.
For the mains?
Alright, not a bad landing. Not that we're always trying to go for peaceful landings, but this time we are because we've been having a bad time. Alright, we got loadout cash, boys. Let's go.
Round incoming.
He's down. Inside, guys, inside. What are we doing? Jesus. I'm coming back, boys. 3, 2, 1.
Gravity's going crazy. I mean, grip is going. Downed one. Push in.
Dude.
Only 2 more squads left.
Let's go, baby. We got this.
Thermite out. Stun grenade out.
Down one.
Time to go. Bring home the win.
The other one go.
Hold fire.
Oof. He's got a doof, man.
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Get out, we can just play the long range game with this kid.
Got gas inbound.
He's right here. On me.
Tony, let's push back. Let's push back. We can get.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Taking shots.
Fuck.
One shot. He's one shot.
No, he's one bullet. He's one
I
bullet.
can't. I have no shields. I have no shields. Jesus.
He's down here. I'm blocking him again.
Team wide, let's go. Victory, baby, let's go!
Oh, big dubs. Big fucking dubs, boys.
Big fucking dubs. Big ups in the chat. Let's go. Just clutch the dub.
Fuck yeah.
500 bits from Vash. Let's fucking go. Pop-Tart, thank you for the Prime sub. 6 months. Biomaze, thank you so fucking much. Let's go, baby.